Every society faces limited resources. Who decides what we produce, how it's made, and who consumes it? Historically, private individuals and central governments compete to make these decisions. How a society organizes these forces is its economic system. It determines who owns and controls resources. Recognizing how a country designs this system tells you exactly how it balances its wealth generation, its government power, and individual freedom. Let's look at the first extreme approach, the market economy, or capitalism. Here, private individuals and businesses hold almost total ownership over resources and decision-making power. In this setup, prices and resource allocation are driven entirely by the push and pull of supply and demand. Government intervention is minimal. People pursue their own self-interest, and the market sorts out the rest. The United Kingdom operates heavily on this capitalist model. The exact opposite approach is the planned economy, or socialism. Here, a central authority, the government, dictates all economic action. The state owns the major industries. Instead of relying on a free market, it allocates resources through central blueprints. The stated goal is to prioritize social welfare and economic equality over individual profit. North Korea and China operate heavily structured socialist economies based on this model. Market economies rely on the decentralized chaos of self-interest to generate wealth. Planned economies rely on rigid central control to guarantee specific social outcomes. Knowing these two extremes, think about a country like Ghana. Who do you think owns the resources there? The answer is a blend of both. This is the mixed economy, a system featuring shared ownership. Private businesses operate freely for profit in various sectors. At the same time, the government steps in to provide essential public services, like healthcare and education, while regulating the market to ensure fair competition. Ghana, Nigeria, and most African countries practice this mixed economic system. In fact, most of the world does. The mixed economy is a pragmatic compromise. It attempts to harness the innovation of free market capitalism while using state intervention to protect vulnerable citizens. We can evaluate how these three systems actually function by lining them up side by side. Look closely at ownership and decision-making authority. It moves from entirely private to state-run to a shared responsibility. As a result, the role of government shifts dramatically, from minimal intervention on the left to total dominance in the middle, to a balancing act on the right. This textbook page lists a critical learning task, debating which type of ownership is better. There is no universally perfect answer, only trade-offs. Look at your own country's economic situation. Based on how resources are controlled, which model drives the best long-term development?